Good morning and welcome back to the Dokkan News Network. I'm Jinroh and I'll be covering the top news for this morning. It looks like for the EZA announcement, this has officially finally been made. So let's quickly talk about the unit stats before and after the Extreme Z Awakening. So as you can see, we have the information showing up, but we want to segue into the Dokkan Wiki. That way we can get the breakout of all the information. This is already translated. So again, we can see the before and after impact and how much of a difference this would actually make. So leader skill is pretty much the same. You do notice that colossal damage to enemy lowers attack and defense as part of the 12 key and 18 key super attack. As a passive skill, attack and defense increases 77% when attacking, plus an additional attack increases 77% when performing an ultra super attack, plus an additional 77% when the target enemy is in attack down status. Now let's take a look at the newly upgrades here. So for the super attack, again, no differences in the leader skill except for the secondary type. I think it went from 90% to 120, so that'll be a nice little buffer for potentially including some tech type units in addition to the representatives of Universe 7 category. Now in terms of the super attack levels, let's take a look. They did modify the defense. One of the open items this unit could certainly use an improvement on was defense, and they did make amends for that. Raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and lowers attack. Now for the 18 key, it's a raised defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and also lowers attack and defense. So more than good enough in terms of the super attack perspective. These guys are still very, very good offensively. The light modification toward defense is certainly a good thing. Now let's take a look at the passive skill. Attack and defense is increased to 77% when attacking, plus an additional attack and defense increase to 77% when performing an ultra super attack, plus an additional 77% toward attack when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down status, is stunned, or the target enemy's super attack is sealed, and then key +1 at the start of each turn up to a max of 7. So again, based on the pre-EZA information with the passive, this has changed quite a bit to where a lot of other parameters are included instead of just purely a defense down or attack down status. So if we refer back, it's solely based on attack down where that 77% toward attack kicks in. However, now we have a couple of different parameters that apply: attack down, defense down, is stunned, or target enemy's super attack is sealed. Again, a lot of these bosses in particular events may be immune to some of these, but for the most part, you will be able to drop their defense. So again, you don't necessarily have to have the unit in the second or first slot or whatever the case is. I think, based on the defense down or whatever status, you can certainly kind of be a little bit more free range about it. I think the biggest help here is the fact that you're able to build key at the start of each turn up to 7. That'll certainly make things a lot easier from a ultra super attack or 18 key super attack perspective based on the links. I don't think it'll be a huge issue in terms of like the current setups for the Universe 7 or whatever categories this guy applies on, but yeah, it'll certainly be interesting to test it out and see in reality what the unit performs like. But I think this is overall a good package from an EZA perspective. Again, this is the very first summonable LR to get an Extreme Z Awakening minus all the free-to-play units. So this is certainly a game changer in terms of what they're going to roll out going forward. This is one of those situations where we are transitioning to potentially the next meta, so to speak. Not quite as drastic, but it is still a change to a pretty good degree. So this will be a basis of potentially what we expect going forward and seeing, coming out in the future. So, what are your thoughts in terms of how do you feel about the skill sets built in with the EZA for this unit? Are you satisfied? Is this pretty much what you were looking for? Is it a little bit lackluster? Are there things they could have done a little bit better? Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section, and hopefully we can get a lively discussion going on. But outside of that, this is today's top story, so hopefully you guys found the information helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time on the Dokkan News Network. This is Jinroh covering your today's top stories. Hopefully you had a good one, and I will catch you next time. All right, thanks a lot. See you guys later.